This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so the core content that which we have discussed yesterday was about the three clouds of Salesforce, right? So we have the marketing cloud, the sales cloud, and service cloud, which comprises the CRM, isn't it? And again, in these three clouds, we have respective applications. We have seen marketing app, service app, sales app, fine. And with respect to each of these apps, we have seen some sObjects pertaining to them, out of which we started discussing about the 5 core sObjects of a CRM, isn't it?
Yes, the campaigns, leads, accounts.
Yeah. So what are these 5 sObjects?
Campaigns, leads,
Okay.
objects, opportunity, and
Good. So what does campaign mean?
yeah, it's like advertising or
To
trying to
generate
promote.
leads.
Yeah. So it's a mode of creating our awareness, right? It's a mode of creating our awareness, saying like we are there, we exist, we give this service. So any mode through which we exhibit that, it is considered as a campaign. And what was the second sObject that we discussed?
Leads.
Good, it was leads. Fine. So what are these leads? Who are these leads?
Like the probable future customers or possible future customers.
Probable, yeah, possible, probable future customers who have actually shown. And why do you feel they're most probable or futuristic customers? What makes you feel that way? What makes
Because
you
of the
feel that
previous
way?
inquiry, because of the previous inquiry or of the previous interest.
Yeah, because the interest they have shown towards our product or service, isn't it? Because they have shown some inclination towards us, we consider them as leads. Fine. And can you view my screen? Awesome. Okay.
No, sir.
Nothing is shared,
Now
sir.
is-
Nothing is shared. Yeah. Now we got
Now
it
it is
visible.
oh, good. So we have identified 5 core sObjects yesterday, isn't it? So the core sObjects, one was campaign, the other was lead. So what is the aim of campaigning?
generate
Create awareness.
leads in simple.
The aim of campaigning is to generate leads, isn't it? Then next we discussed about something called account. So what is this account?
Account is like
Let's give
like
chance to others also, Sam.
okay, sorry.
Isn't it? No, sorry, nothing about it. Let's give chance to others also. Yeah, let them also, answer. Rajendra, what is it? What is an account? Rajendra, you're on mute. You'll have to unmute before you speak. Yeah. Any idea what is an account? So why did we start discussing all this? Why did we start discussing all this? Because we did come across something called B2B and B2C, right? A business wants to establish connectivity with others. Fine. So that was the reason why they've started using this CRM. And in our example, like we said, Coca-Cola is one company, Samsung was another company, according to our examples, which we took yesterday, isn't it? Bajaj Finance was another example. So these are some companies which want to establish themselves in the market and they want to have customers. So for that, what they've started doing is they've started using a CRM, using which they have actually started tracking information about all these things. Fine. So out of them, the first one was campaign, then it was lead, then we said it is account. So what does an account have? Yeah, Madhulika, what does an account have?
It will have a company, partner, organization, or an individual with whom we are trying to establish our
Yeah.
business.
So a company or an individual or a partner or organization through whom or with whom we are actually trying to establish some business, we consider that as an account. Fine. So just for our understanding, like if you take, you had this, Apple 10s series phones. Fine. Then along with that, at the end of the ad, it shows at times, go with Airtel 4G, and at times it shows, go with Geo 4G. Your network is good, so your services will work better on this phone. So what is actually Apple doing with respect to Airtel or with respect to Geo? They're promoting them, right?
B2B,
iPhone is actually promoting Airtel, because if you use their network, you have good internet connectivity and services on your mobile, you can enjoy them in a better way. Same in another ad, they promote Geo. Fine. So this way, they're supporting. So this mechanism, like this is what you call it as account, it's a partner for them. They are encouraging them to do it. So this is a partner mode of doing things. So it could be an individual also, it could be another company altogether, a different company altogether. So whatever it is, so it's treated as an account. And what's a contact, Manjunath? What's a contact?
Person
Manjunath,
of
you're
the
on.
account.
Yeah.
Is it authorized person of the account?
Okay, it is the authorized person in that account with whom you can establish your connectivity, right? With whom you can engage your further communications, right? So this was something meant by contact. One account can have how many contacts?
Many.
Many, quite possible, right? In one
Many to
account, you
many.
can have multiple contacts. Yeah, yeah. Not many to many. One account will have multiple, one to many.
One to many. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and finally, we discussed about something called opportunity, right? So, what is this opportunity?
To generate revenue.
Volume of business.
No, you don't generate revenue here. It is the volume of business which the account is giving us, right? In terms of revenue. So that is opportunity. Like yesterday we said, Coca-Cola wants to get established with Paradise. So they assess how much business can Paradise actually give us. Then that's an opportunity. So there could be a strong opportunity. There could be a weak opportunity also. Someone is trying to establish business with us, but we don't see much from their end. Then we call it as a weak opportunity, or it's not a good opportunity. At times you see, large volumes of business coming up from one specific client. And you say, it's a good opportunity, or you say it's a big opportunity. So opportunities can be big, small, good, weak, depends the kind of vocabulary people use in their business. So these were the 5 objects we were discussing. Fine. Now we will go one step more deeper, try to understand more about their fields now. Once you start understanding fields, then it gives you a much clear idea what each object actually means. And one simple request from my end, don't assume like in one day you will understand all this flow. It doesn't happen that way. Day by day, it keeps becoming better and better and better. In few days you'll understand the entire model, what exactly is happening here. Fine. So just keep trying to understand, keep answering the questions. That drills down, and it gives you a better outcome. Now suppose, let us assume it this way. Fine. Let us come back to our CRM and let us assume this way. uh, I have an object called patient. Let us put it this way: patient in a hospital application. What could be the fields of that patient?
Patient
Yeah,
name, joining date,
patient name, obviously date of joining. Nice, good. The,
The
the
type
date
of
on
illness, the
submitted.
type of complaint.
Yeah, his history, right? The complaints that which is having. Yeah,
Yeah, medical.
yeah, yeah. Any other field? Any other fields which you think?
bills related to patient.
Okay,
By
so
query, patient name,
yeah, good,
patient
good.
physical.
Okay. So
Patient's age.
what's making you tell these fields? Why are you telling me these fields?
Because we know the business.
Because you know the business, and whatever fields you're mentioning has got something to do in that business, isn't it? Now, same way, let me take a student. Fine. Can you tell me like what fields you would add there? I'm taking a subject called student. Can you
The
tell me
course,
some?
the
Student
course,
name, qualification.
Qualification name.
Okay, okay. Student name is something I could hear. Beyond that, I couldn't.
Qualification.
Qualification.
Qualification. Okay, nice.
Course.
Good, good,
Passed out
good.
year.
Year of pass out. Okay, good, good. You know, we have not gathered complete information and we have started giving the answers. Now, this student, is it from an institute management system? Is it from a college management system, or is it from a student management system? Or is it from a school management system? What if I say this is a school? Will you say course? Would you say
No. Maths we can say.
school, your 10th standard school? I don't think so. You have maths, physics as choice in your school, right? It is all mandatory. All
standard.
mandatory field school. No options, isn't it? So fields make sense only when we understand the business, isn't it? When I'm saying it's a school management system, certain fields like course doesn't apply there. But when I
Yeah,
say it's a engineering a college application, course definitely matters there, right? Which branch the student belongs to, which course is he doing. So definitely that makes sense. So fields make sense only based on the business. Fine. And a subject is one base on which you think with respect to that business. Fine. So this way, now coming to our marketing. Now our business is about marketing. What fields do you think campaign would have? Campaign is an subject, same like a patient in a hospital, a student in a college management system. Now I have a campaign in a marketing management system. So what information do you think, what fields do you think campaign would have? Yeah, yeah, anyone? Think the same way. Think in the same way.
Like the mode of campaign, like could it be email or what was the
Good.
mode, like ad or
Yeah.
one
So
thing?
yesterday we discussed, isn't it? There are several ways in which you do a campaign. So this is like which type of campaign? What name you want to give to that campaign? What category of campaign is it? Isn't it? Good. Anything else?
Expected revenue from that campaign.
Expected revenue from the campaign. Okay, good, nice. But before expecting, what is that you have to do?
The leads.
No, no, no. For the campaign
About
itself.
the product. What product you are going to promote and all.
Okay, what product you will have apart from that still. With respect to campaign, core campaign you speak. Don't mix it with other things as of now. See,
And
let me put, yeah, let me
what is
put
the
it
amount
this
we are going to spend on that
way. Nice.
campaign?
Good, good. So what is the amount you're going to spend? See, I can have a newspaper ad, isn't it? I can have a hoarding on the road. I can send bulk SMSs to people. I can send emails to people. Now each one has got some cost involved in it, isn't it? So how expensive is that campaign for me? So what is the cost I'm going to put on it? Fine. So that's one thing. What else? What else?
the
Think,
word
think.
of mouth, as you said, word of mouth, as you said.
Yeah, word of mouth also. Fine. What else?
I think once again, as someone said,
That's
it
a mode,
depends
isn't
on
it?
the medium.
Word
It
of
depends on
mouth.
the medium.
Yeah, yeah. Word of mouth is a mode of campaign, isn't it?
Okay, as someone said, it depends on the mode of the media. Let's say if it is online, then some sort of advertisement. Whereas if you're doing in a stadium or in some other place, then
Yeah.
it's the billboards and other things. So it's essentially depending on the type of platform,
What
you can
fields
say.
you would have? That's what I'm saying. What fields you would like to have them?
Place where
You
we
have
can
to
do
track
that.
it. What is our purpose?
Responsible persons for that campaign.
Uh,
It's the volume, or you can say the number of people who are accessing the event.
'hmm. Okay, could it be something like from which date to which date? Is it possible?
Yeah, duration. Yeah, it is possible.
Does it make sense for everyone?
Yes. If
Duration of a
it's a
campaign?
cricket match, then it could be 3 days or whatever it is. It could
Isn't
be
it? It
depending
could
on.
be a test match. It could be a T20 match. It could be a 50 hours match. So there is a duration for my campaign, isn't
Yeah.
it? Same way, it could be a trade show also. What we generally call it as exhibition here in Hyderabad. It's a trade show actually. So it has a duration there, isn't it? We
Yes.
do these events, isn't it? Each event has some duration. It could be a 1 day, half day, 3 days, weekend, whatever it is. So every campaign has some duration, some cost involved. Could it be something like to do with the location also? Is it possible?
Yes.
Isn't it? So these are some, different fields that you can associate with your campaign. So I try to figure out few, but not essentially everything should be there. Fine. So various modes of the way you build the awareness, whatever it is, it works fine. Good. Right. So now let's
And
try to see.
the type of audience also probably.
Yeah, probably. Yes. You
Yes.
want to have information about them, which kind of people you're actually trying to target, isn't it?
Correct.
Is it for students? Is it for employees? Is it for housewife? Is it for kids? So you want to know the kind of audience you're actually targeting, isn't it? Nice, good. So let's get into Salesforce and see what they do on it. Fine. What is there in our campaign? So I'm back to my Salesforce environment. I've already logged in because the previous session was going on. I was just ideally sitting and waiting. So I thought better, jump in, see what can be done. So let me check with, because sales has all the sObjects, let us work with sales. But any tab you enter the data, it actually comes up in any other app also. Fine. So we were discussing about campaigns, right? So are we in classic or lightning?
Classic.
Classic.
Good. We are classic, right? Right. Okay. So let me click this campaigns here and see what information would it try to ask us. So I have here new. Let me click that. So is it okay or shall I zoom it for better visibility?
Slightly zoom in.
Is it fine
Zooming is
now?
better. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, now it is better.
Now it is better. Okay. So now you see like campaign owner, that's the current user who has logged in. Then you have a campaign name. And most important, you see here, is it active or is it, what is it like? Isn't it? You're running, what is the plan? So you have type of campaign, your modes of campaigns. You see conference, webinar, trade show, public relations, partners, referral program, advertisement. It's a banner ads, direct mail, email, telemarketing. We forgot about this telemarketing. Very nice mode of marketing. Whenever you turn on your Tata Sky, you keep getting this telemarketing. You have others. Fine. So many categories are possible. So many types are possible. And you have status also. So it is planned, it is in progress, it is completed, it is aborted. What people might have done, probably they wanted to, same thing happened with us also. uh, we do these events with Salesforce in different locations, and every April, we do an event called GIDS, Great India Developer Summit. We do it with Salesforce people. We do it in Bengaluru. It's generally done in their, there's a big college, there's a big university, big space they provide us, and it's generally done there along with 100 odd companies come down there. It's a very big premises, and the event goes for about 4 days. Was planned. It generally gets planned 6 months ahead, and everything is done. But what happened due to Corona? What happened to that event now?
But
About.
Aborted.
Aborted. Then same way, last year it was completed. When we are doing it, it is in progress. Prior to the event, it is planned. So it's a campaign which Salesforce does, to bring awareness to the people. How good is Salesforce? How can a career in Salesforce be different when compared with other technologies? And also it's 4 days, nicely done. One day it is all for Java programmers. One day it is for all .NET programmers. The other day it is for Python people. Fourth day it is again, from any other stream, people can come down and they can understand. They do all these hands-on trailhead there. So a lot of stuff is done each day. End of the day, they have these lucky pots, jackpots, whatever you call. They pick up one name of the attendee of that day, and that guy wins a laptop, one guy wins an iPad. So a lot of stuff being distributed there. So that happens, fine. So so it is, whatever is the status of it, you mark it there. Then, like we just said, there's a start date and there is an end date. When we do this Git summit, it has a start date and it has an end date. Like Shashi, or I believe Sham might have said this: expected revenue in campaign. What is that we are expecting? What is the budgeted cost of this campaign? What is the actual cost? Budgeted cost is how much is given for this campaign. Actual cost is what is the expenditure. What is the expected response? A company gets 10 leads through different modes of campaigns. Fine. Now, through channel 1, how many leads have come? Through channel 2, how many leads? Channel 3, how many leads? What is the weightage they are getting? So this way you have all categories and different things pertaining to a campaign. So let us try to fill in some sample data about a campaign. Fine. So let's mark what we're actually going to do. Campaign. We are, feeding data into the campaign as object. So we are feeding data into the campaign as object. That means we are actually creating a record. Let's see how it looks when we create campaign name. What name shall we give? Let's say Hyderabad event, something like Hyderabad event. It is active. What is it basically? Let me call it as a trade show. Fine. It is planned. Okay, good. Let's take it to which month? I'll put it in like 6th. End date, let me assume it's going to be for about 10 days. It's an event for 10 days. So from 15th of June till 25th of June. So let's assume it's about 10-11 days. Then let's make this 4, then it makes 10 days. Fine. Then expected revenue in this campaign, I'm expecting a revenue of 10 odd lakhs. Fine. And campaign currency, it is given in US dollars here. If you want, you can change it. Fine. We're converting it into rupees. What is the budget? Like the budget cost of the campaign, let us say the budget cost is about 2 lakhs. What is the actual cost? Actual cost is about, let's say, 1,80,000, 20,000 we have it in extra. Response, like I'm expecting a 30% response because of it. Num sent in campaign you can ignore for time being. Parent campaign you can ignore for time being. Don't have to do much, and we'll just land up with save. So we created a campaign which is a Hyderabad event. It's a trade show, fine, which is planned. And you see some expected revenue in this campaign, some budgeted revenue. It shows you the US dollar equivalent also there. Very nice, good feature in Salesforce. And then something new came up in the right side, which I haven't entered. Leads in campaign, converted leads in campaign, contacts in campaign, responses in campaign, opportunities in campaign, one opportunities, value of opportunities, value one in those opportunities. So it's speaking a lot about the other sObjects which we discussed yesterday. The main reason why I didn't directly deal with the sObject yesterday with the fields was because there are set of fields which you can see. It is connected to leads, it is connected to contacts, it has got something to do with opportunities, it is connected with so many other things. Fine. And when you look into your marketing, basically we have entered into sales actually, but when you work on your marketing app, marketing has 4 sObjects, isn't it? We have seen campaign there, lead, contact, and opportunity. So your campaign now is connected with leads, it is connected with contacts. You can see it is asking something about opportunities because all are interconnected. It goes in an interconnection. Fine. So it is piling up, it is compiling all this information, which nothing is there as of now with us. Fine. There's no information with us. So let's go ahead. Fine. So let's go ahead. I'll keep this campaign as it is. Fine. Now next, let us try to work with something called lead. Fine. So what is a lead? As you all mentioned, I created a campaign, it is done. Now let's go with the next sObject, which is lead. What do you think a lead is? What do you think a lead is? You've already mentioned that. Yeah, anyone can quickly. You have
Yeah,
already lost some time.
possible
Yeah,
customer.
people who are interested in our business. Then fields of the lead now. What fields do you think you should be having in lead and why? What fields do you think you should be having in lead?
Like the product he's interested,
Okay.
and
Nine.
the budget he's interested in. Let's say if you are trying to sell a product, so the amount he can spend.
Okay, good. What else?
And if it's a business, then probably it's just straight the volume of business. Let's say the volume of
Okay.
business. If it's an individual, it's just like probably one or two. But
Nice.
otherwise, if it's business,
Definitely. Lead could be anything. Lead could be an individual.
yeah,
Lead could be a company,
yeah,
isn't it? It could be anything. Perfect.
yeah, two essentially the number of products, the type of products, and the amount they are ready to spend.
Fine. Nice. Good. So let us make it, a little bit more simplified so that everyone understands. Fine. So you all walked into Oscar IT inquiry? Yes or no? Did you fill up
Yes.
any? Yeah. You filled up some inquiry form there, isn't it? You filled up some form there, right? So did that form have any fields? Does it have any fields?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what fields did you have there? What fields did
Name.
you have? Okay,
Name,
your
phone
name was
number, contact number.
name, phone number, good, contact number, good. Why do you think those fields were there?
All comes under our contact.
Okay,
For
can you
communication.
think of how?
If the
Yeah,
business people
someone,
want to contact person, so they have to have some contact or mail ID or some address.
isn't it? See, next time if I want to approach them again, because as of now I'm doing a campaign, not finalizing business with anyone, right? So to discuss much about the business, I need a second attempt with that person. So I can't do it as of now. I can't settle everything on the spot. So for a next interaction, for the next appointment, for the next communication with the person, I need some basic info of that person, without which it is not possible, isn't it? We are doing a trade show. Hundreds of people are coming to us. How can you finalize deals in the trade show? Might not be possible, isn't it? So we would like to gather their information and get back to them after some time, or a different team will start working with them after some time, isn't it? So I need some information to again reach them. I need some information to validate them. So all that information will be captured in lead. This is what a lead basically consists of. The information to know them, and again how to go back to them, how to reach them again, how to approach them again. So all that information basically we need to capture in the lead. So I'm opening lead in a separate tab. So I'm opening multiple tabs. One tab is of campaign. Now I'm opening another tab called lead in a separate web tab. So I could see lead here. Now, okay. So check what is it asking there. Salutation. What do you want to consider that person as? Mr. Good. First name. Whom shall we take from our list? Whom shall we take? Yeah, anyone, please let me know your name so that I can fill it up here.
Sham.
Okay. Sham. Last name.
Okay.
Anything as such?
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine because I kept it mandatory. So I need to enter something. Last name is mandatory. Yeah. Company. So you belong to which company? You belong to which company?
MI
Your dream
Incorporated.
company. Your dream company. What is that?
Okay.
No, you tell me.
Microsoft.
You tell me.
Microsoft.
Oh, okay, good. So you belong to Microsoft. Your title there, you're a director there.
Thank you.
Lead source, it's something else. Campaign, through which campaign you're in touch with us? In which campaign? So currently we are running a campaign, right? So what is that
Yes.
campaign? What is that
Hyderabad.
campaign? There's a Hyderabad event going on. So Sham came in touch with us, through this Hyderabad event. Sham, like your business belongs to which industry?
Banking.
Now, have you seen these names anywhere? Have you seen these names anywhere?
This slide.
Isn't it? This is where we started everything with. So we said everything comes into our course. Fine. It has got
Industry.
something. Yeah, good. It has got something to do with us. So we identified everything. Good. So we have come across something called marketing. We came across various industries because you are from Microsoft, Sham. So that's why I've chosen you under technology, right?
Sure.
Annual revenue of your company.
4 billions. Okay.
Let's add some zeros. No?
Okay.
What is that? Yeah. Good. Don't have to pay tax, so it is fine. Now, let's still continue. Let's some more data here. Phone number, Sham.
Just anything. That's fine. Type 1, 2, 3. That's fine.
Okay. Favorite number. Everyone can access.
Scary.
Email. So let's take something like, I want a valid email ID, but
You want
so
to valid?
because I can't verify yours, so because I can't access your system as of now, right?
Yeah,
So I'll
you
give
should
my
give your. Yeah.
So website www. Let us say Microsoft.com with respect to your company. Lead
Yeah.
status, like you're open, we have not yet contacted you. We just came down, we met. Lead rating, it is still nothing. You have just shown interest, that's it. Number of employees in your organization, let's have 1 lakh employees in your organization. Fine. Now your address, date and all, like it's all your typing practice. Type whatever you want to type and add.
Yeah.
Fine. So
Fine.
everyone clear with this basic information about lead? I'm trying to capture the information pertaining to him. I'm also trying to capture the information through which I can reach him again. So that's the core data. Fine. You can take his address and all these things also. You can type out everything. And I'm going down. You see something else here, optional. Assign user active assignment rule, but we don't know any of this. We didn't discuss, so we'll not touch it. But I'm just highlighting there is some feature there. Fine. We are not going to touch anything. And now I'm simply saving it. Sam looked to me like a very nice prospect. He came and he spoke very nicely about our product. He was very much keen. He wanted to know everything. Then we collected entire information about Sham. Good. So now what all information do we have? We have data about campaign and we have data about lead. That's the end of marketing. That's it. You can do, that's all what they do outside. Fine. Then probably they try to think more, do their background work. This is what marketing people do. They try to analyze more about Microsoft, think more about them, what kind of business they can actually give them and all. So this is the background work which goes. So that is done in a combination of both the teams. The sales team also does it and the marketing team also does it. So both of them do it, but generally aim of our marketing was to generate some leads. So we have done one campaign and we got a very nice lead. You might get hundreds of leads, you might do 10 different campaigns, but we are just working with one at a time so that you understand how the data is stored. And there is some process behind all this. There's a marketing process, there is a sales process which is working. So we'll gradually explore those processes, but for time being, let us just stick to this. We have created 2 records. One record pertaining to campaign, another record pertaining to lead. That's all. Now let's look into the lead record. Fine, like any other record, when you see, you get all these options, isn't it? Edit, delete, clone. You get these general options with all your records. Same way I have it with lead also. Edit, delete, but there is something extra here. Can you see this button here extra?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, what is that?
and
It has given
more
me
down.
convert. Can everyone notice this? This is a very
Yes.
crucial point of our course. You need to understand these steps now. Everyone, you're able to follow this? Manjunath, it's clear with you, right? You have this convert here. You're on mute. Whenever you speak, you can unmute, speak, and again mute back. Fine. So we have this convert option. Okay, let's explore it a bit later. But for time being, I'm trying to look into the other tabs also. So what I'll do is I'll get into account. I'm opening account in a different web tab. I'm opening contacts in a different web tab. And I'm opening opportunities also in a different web tab. Some issue with my internet. Okay. Okay. Fine. So clear. I have opened account. I have opened contacts. And the list shows something else. Here I'll go with recently created. Fine. So there are some records here which have been recently created. Okay. Fine. I'll go to contacts also. Okay. I have some data here. That's fine. And I have some opportunities also. I'll just say recently created. Yeah, and I see lots of information here, but I don't see anything pertaining to Sham or anything pertaining to Microsoft. I don't see any of this information here. Fine. Now let's get back to lead. Fine. So we are on lead page now, and our lead is Sham Kumar. Fine. We have lots of information. We gathered good volume of information pertaining to Sham. Fine. So select a lead and convert. Select a lead and convert. Good. So now it says account name. It shows create new account called Microsoft. Opportunity name, it gives Microsoft hyphen. Fine. Converted status, closed and converted. It says subject, which is mandatory. So let's choose something called as welcome. Due date, choose some date, doesn't matter as of now. And now you have a button here called convert. Fine. Now, how many campaigns did we run? Please respond. How many campaigns did we run? One campaign. And how many leads did we generate? How many leads have we generated? Currently, you can see I have selected which tab?
Leads.
Leads.
Leads tab, right? And how many leads are visible here? How many leads are visible?
None. Zero. None.
I'll go to campaign. Yeah, I'll go to campaign and click on campaign. Click on campaign. How many campaigns are we running?
One.
One campaign, isn't it? Hyderabad event is going on. And how many leads did we get out of that campaign?
Only one.
No leads.
There are no leads. It shows no leads.
We had a lead
What happened?
We converted the lead.
We converted it, isn't it? You converted. Now where will you have Sham? Is converted. Now go to accounts.
Accounts.
Go
It'll be in
to account.
accounts.
Let's refresh. This is the old page, right? Let's refresh. Do you see something called Microsoft here?
Yes.
Can you see something called Microsoft? And with a very beautiful contact number. What is this contact number?
108.
Yeah, let's go to contacts. Fine. I'll refresh contacts here. Do you see Sham now?
Yes.
Is Sham here in contacts?
Yes.
And he belongs to which account? You can see. He belongs to which account? He belongs to
Microsoft.
Good. And finally, let's go to opportunity. We don't see any opportunity here. What was the opportunity name which we gave there? Microsoft hyphen, right? So now you see that Microsoft hyphen. So what happened in this process? What happened in this process? So we selected a lead and we clicked convert. What happened? Lead is no longer in the org. I don't see it in the org. but it gets converted into
Account.
account,
Yeah.
contact,
And opportunity.
and opportunity, isn't it? Lead got converted into this. So, but it gets converted into account, contact, and opportunity. So this is the flow now for us. So what actually happened? What did we start with? What did we start off with? We started off with a campaign. This campaign
Generated.
Generates leads.
One lead.
generated what? Lead.
One lead.
Yeah. We just as an example to understand the process, isn't it? We just took one lead. Good enough to understand 100 also work in the same way. Lead gets converted into what?
Account.
Account.
Account. What else?
Contact. And opportunity.
So lead gets converted into account, contact, and opportunity, and you don't have the lead anymore. The lead is no longer there. It's been converted into account, contact, and opportunity with whatever information we had in lead and whatever information we provided during this process of conversion. 3 new records got created. So before converting, we had how many records? Before converting, we had 2 records.
2 records.
Post conversion, now we have how many records?
One.
Altogether in the process, how many records do we have?
4.
We have 4 records, right? Because pre-conversion, it was 1 campaign and 1 lead. That's all. No account, no contact, no opportunity pertaining to it. Post conversion, what are we left out with? Post conversion, what happened? Yeah, good. You still have 1 campaign. That's it.
Account, contact,
Then you have
opportunity.
1 account.
One
Then you
contact.
have 1 contact.
One opportunity.
And you're left out with 1 opportunity. So altogether we have 4 records out of 2 records which got converted into 4, and we lost this lead. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Does it make sense losing that information? Now the marketing guy or the sales guy will start blaming, hey, there was no lead from Hyderabad event.
Because it's
Those people will
converted.
say, we
No.
spent 2 lakhs, we spent 2 lakhs, there is no lead, account is there, contact is there, opportunity is there. Fine. So now let's go back to our campaign. What was our campaign? Hyderabad event,
Hyderabad
right?
Event.
Let's click. What information additionally you see on the right side column now? Left side we entered it. Right side check what happened. Leads in campaign. How many? 1.
One.
How many leads
1.
converted in this campaign?
1.
How many contacts have been generated? 1. Responses. As of now, no responses. Still nothing is happening. It's quite cold there. So it is 0. How many opportunities have we generated through this campaign? 1
1.
opportunity generated, isn't it? And what is the value of that opportunity? As of now, it is all 0 because we haven't spoke anything to him. Like Sham, we just collected his information. Nothing else we have spoke to him. So it's all 0 as of now. So is the information lost actually?
No.
No, right?
It's
It is
campaign.
yeah. It is nicely getting processed within the system now. It is saying you spent 2 lakhs and you got a lead now. Fine, makes sense. Now the functional mode makes sense, isn't it? You spent 2 lakhs and you got 1 lead. Okay, but what is the business that lead is giving you actually as of now?
0.
What is the value of the opportunity? 0. Fine, Sam is not giving any business. Is a very miser. Fine.
Miser.
So let's go now. Yeah, let's go to Microsoft. Let's talk with Sham now. Sham doesn't open up in the event. We'll have to book a separate slot for Sham. Right? Good. Now I booked a separate slot at 10 Downing. I take him there Friday evening, nice time. Fine. So let's go to, thank God it's Friday. Friday evening. Good. Let's go there. Yeah. So let me start, interacting with Sham. Sham, you're a very nice person. We can give you lots of business, and Sham now says, okay, I can give you business worth 5 lakhs. So we are very happy. And what is the current stage of Sham? In what stage is he with respect to our business? I'm talking to him. Sham is quite prospecting. Sham looks very interested. That is why he has come down to, thank God it's Friday evening. So he's nicely talking. So I tell to my team, he's a nice qualified prospect for us. He has got good prospects. And okay, I save the information. Now the manager on top of me sees, wow, Sham is a good prospect. How much revenue we can expect from Sham? Fine, this is like USD. It is marked here as 50,000. I don't know why. And amount says 5 lakhs, but expected revenue shows 50,000. And there is some probability here. What is that probability? 10%.
10%.
10%, right? Now let me go back to my campaign. Let me refresh the campaign. I'm sitting at, thank God it's Friday evening with Sham, and my marketing team is watching everything here. Fine. So it says with respect to INR, Sham can give me 3,60,000 worth business. That was in dollars what he mentioned there. But my team is looking everything in INR. Fine. And they say, wow, Sham can give you tremendous amount of business. $4,80,000 business, 3 crores 60 lakhs worth business. My team is enjoying it. Now they'll approve my credit card bill there. They see, fine, Sham is a nice guy, he's going to give us good business. Fine, let me further edit. I again make a visit with Sham. Sunday, Sham, what are you doing? Sham says, let's go to IKEA, have some work there. Let's meet at IKEA and let's discuss. And I say, okay, Sham, let's meet up there. I would like to give you a proposal. Let me give you a quote of what service you're expecting. What is the probability now? I'm down the line with my discussions with Sham. I'm bringing him more into my business. What is the probability that I'll win with Sham? What is it? What is the probability you can see now?
70.
10 to 75.
Yeah, Sunday we met at IKEA. Now the probability is 75%. Looks very nice. Now see what is the expected revenue. 3,75,000. Earlier it was 50,000 because the probability was 10%. Now the probability has grown to 75%. Sham looks more convincing, pretty much nice. Now let me go back to my campaign. My team will be tracing me out. What is this guy doing? They see, okay, nice, he's still moving ahead. The opportunity value is still solid, 3 crores 60 lakhs. Good. Now I say, Sham, when can be our next meeting? And let's try to close this deal, Then Sham says, I'll have to talk to my other team members. And what is Sham trying to do now? What is
Negotiate.
Sham do now?
Negotiating.
Negotiation. Fine. I quoted some price and he doesn't agree to that price. Fine. So there's a lot of negotiation going on. Now Sham looks more promising. $4,50,000 now. Sham is pretty much coming into my trap, pretty much happy with the progress. My team is also happy. Look into campaign. Let's refresh. Everything looks great. Fine. My team is happy the way I'm dealing with Sham. Okay, they feel I'm a good marketing guy. I can get good business for the team. All of a sudden, I don't know what happened. Sham asked me contact number of, Alia Bhatt. And I say, I don't really have Alia Bhatt's contact number. Fine. So, okay, then Sham just says, thanks very much, Harish, for meeting. Sounds good. What happened to the deal?
Lost.
Probability. What is the probability? 0%.
Leave.
What is the current stage of Sham with me? Closed. Lost. Let me go to campaign. Let me refresh. Sham gave me an opportunity whose value was 3 crores 60 lakhs. What is the value which I've won out of it? What is it? 0. Business is lost. Now I have a very good shunting from my management. You know, you had such a nice opportunity in your hand. You wasted it. You're a useless guy. You know, we don't know if you want to retain your job. Go to Sham, get him in. Okay, then good. What to do? Now I'll go to Sham. Now I'll ask Sham, you were asking me some contact number. Sham says Alia Bhatt. So I thought it was Pooja Bhatt. Sorry. I know who is Alia Bhatt. I have her contact number. Now I say, you take the contact number. Now Sham says, you got it. Now fine. What is the deal with Sham now? What is the revenue I can expect? 5 lakhs USDs. And what is the current stage? Closed one. Go to the campaign, refresh it. What is the value of opportunity one now? Got it? One opportunity is WON. That's one. This is ONE1. And the value which you can see here, 3 crores 60 lakhs worth business. I have one with Sham. Is it clear? How marketing people work, how they work with deals, and how it is tracked. My CRM is not doing this. My CRM is not talking to Sham. It's my executive who's talking to Sham, but my CRM is tracking everything, what's happening. Was it clear now? What happened in the entire business? How it went on? How the management tracks what is happening on the floor? What's happening everywhere? This was only one employee, right? I am only one employee. There might be hundreds of employees going around this way, and the manager or the vice president sits, director sits, and they track everything, what's happening. This is why they use a CRM application. Now it's very clear how much opportunities we are getting, what is the stage, where are we heading towards, are we winning, are we losing. So everything is pretty much clear with respect to the environment. What is happening in my business is very clear with this application. Now just a small intro we had just to see how things navigate, what happens, what changes. So we have seen. Is it clear? Is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
Yes, please let me know. There's no rule that you have to understand everything at the very first go. Perfect. Even if you don't understand, that's fine. But let me know where you had that gap. What is that gap? If you can let me know, I can fill it up. Yeah. Is it clear with everyone? Venkatesh, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nice. Shekhar? Kishore?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Nice. Stavia, is it fine with you? You understood the flow between the 5 objects? How it was
Yes, sir.
happening?
Yes, sir.
Good. Mohan?
Yes, sir.
Madhulika, is it fine with you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, Neelam, Shashi, fine. Nitish?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
But
pretty
what
much.
happened to the
Oh, sorry.
$20,000? Like that was $500,000, right? What the opportunity of
I
Sham?
gave 5 lakh USD. 5 lakhs.
Yeah. So like we won 100% of it. Why is it that 20,000 less? Alia Bhatt took that.
Tax.
Like how? What happened to the $20,000?
Tax.
Tax. Okay.
Tax is also get deducted, right?
But we
It
didn't
is
mention
calculated.
anywhere that the tax was 10.
It might be there internally, isn't it? We didn't connect anything anywhere. It automatically got connected, isn't it? So it is reflecting. So somewhere some deduction might be mentioned, isn't it? Because we haven't done any connectivities here. We are just feeding data into the system and it is reflecting. The application is working, isn't it? Yeah. So this is the flow what you have. This is in the current classic environment, right? Let's repeat the same steps, but let's try to do it in the lightning environment. Salesforce gives us 2 UIs, isn't it? Lightning and classic.
Yeah.
So how to get into lightning now? Nothing
that
changes.
link.
The name will be the same. The business will be same. Only your interface will change. That's all.
Switch to Lightning.
Yeah. So let's click switch to Lightning. Oh, yeah, good. So lots of things opened up here. This is the Lightning interface. What we have. Fine. So are we on the SaaS side or PaaS side? How do we know?
So
SAS.
the tabs.
Yeah, you can see tabs. Okay, fine. So what?
This is SAS. Even in the, if it was SAS, we would see setup in the URL as well as.
Okay, you are keen about setup here. Setup is not permanent. Setup is temporary. That is why you call it setup. So setup went away.
I think that the
Setup went is
URL, sir,
permanent.
the URL shows
So
Lightning, sir. I think the URL.
Yeah, the
I'm
URL.
not on the URL.
So does it say PaaS or SaaS?
Oh, sorry.
Nothing. Isn't it?
Mm,
See, even if I go here in Salesforce, this is your classic environment, right? And
okay.
I'll click setup here.
Okay.
This is moved on because we shifted to Lightning. Fine. So I'll come back to classic. Switch to. Why should I unnecessarily fiddle with that? Some issue with my system. Okay. Now this is like classic. We are into classic, right?
Yeah.
You can still see the tabs here, right? I'll say sales. You can still see my tabs here. I'll click setup. See, left side I see all these options, but on top I still have tabs. So if tabs are visible, never consider that as SaaS or PaaS. Tabs will anyways be there in either of the environments. Yeah. So this is our PaaS, SaaS, PaaS, Lightning. How do I know in Lightning? How can I make it out whether I'm on SaaS or PaaS? Fine. You don't see setup option here, right? That's the biggest thing. You don't see all those things here. Everything comes from this gearbox here. I'll slightly zoom it. I think it's too small, right? But
I think
that's how
zooming
the
is better.
Lightning is. It's generally compressed. Yeah. Furthermore, zooming is needed. Is it okay now?
Yes.
Is it okay? Yeah, good. So let me click on this gearbox, which you see on the top left. There you see the setup, right? So that's the setup for us actually. So there's no text written anywhere as setup. That gearbox itself is setup. Now click. So it opens a new page altogether for you. And now you see on the left side, administration, platform tools, settings, everything comes on the left side. So this is our PaaS. And this side, this is our SaaS. So left side, when you see all your configuring elements, then that is your PaaS. If you don't see these on the left-hand side, then by default, it is your SaaS. Fine.
Yes.
So should we work on PaaS or SaaS now?
As only.
SaaS or PaaS?
As.
We have got nothing to do with configuring anything. We are just entering records. So
Okay then.
where do you think we should be working? on the SaaS, isn't it? Software as a service on the application side. How do I know which application I'm working with? Where are my applications here? In Classic, you know, top right corner, you have the app menu. You can see list of all your apps here. When it comes to Lightning, where do I look out for my apps? Where are my apps? There it is, right corner. Here it is, left corner. You see this 9 dots. You see these 9 dots? You click them.
Yes.
Okay.
You see the list of apps here: service, marketing, and the one adjacent to it is sales. So currently you're viewing sales, and you have service, marketing, community, chatter. There is an option called view all. So let me click it. So you get a pop-up window which has all the applications which are existing here. What we have created, what are by default, standard, custom, everything you see here, right?
Yes, all together.
Right. So I'll close this because currently I have sales already here. I can still navigate. I can still move on to marketing. You can see the difference now. The page gets reloaded, which is the current app.
Marketing.
Yeah, the current app is marketing, and along with that, now you see here the tabs. Home and chatter we are ignoring, isn't it? So now you see the
Yeah.
other tabs: campaigns, leads, contacts, opportunities, reports, dashboard, zoo. You know, it's something else. You can ignore it for time being. Same way, I would like to come back to sales. I don't see sales here. Fine, nothing much to worry. You can tap there, SA, and it comes up. It's a quick find for you there. Because multiple apps are there, it is showing only 4 5, and you have a quick find option there. You type and you see everything there. So this is a sales app, and you have your opportunities, you have your leads, you have your accounts, you have your contacts, some campaigns. The sequence is different, but you still have them here. So let me click on campaigns. Let me see, does my current campaign reflect here? Is Hyderabad event reflecting here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now we said we want to create another campaign just to have a flow. The flow would be same whether you're on Lightning or the Classic. Functionality doesn't change, isn't it? So I have an option in the top right corner which is new. Fine. So this is how your navigation changes now. This is the current record that which you have. You can search for records. You have the small gearbox again here where you can set up your list of view controls, what you want to see. Then the next window says like, do you want in table or a Kanban option? A refresh option is there. You have an edit option to change things. The moment I click that pencil there, you see the names and all getting edited here. Right? And then I have a new option, right, which says like I can create a new record now. So now, you know, pop-up windows are coming up. Try to understand this. When I wanted to work in the Classic, when I click campaigns, and when I say new here, it takes me to a new page altogether. It takes me to a new page altogether. You can check in the URLs also. The URL changes. But when I'm in Lightning, the page hasn't changed. On the same page, a pop-up has come up. And it says, you know, campaign name. What campaign shall we mark this as? Let us say both. It is active. What type of thing is it? It is an advertisement, right? The board. It is planned. Okay. Anything. The values are still same, right? Planned, in progress, completed, aborted. You still have the same start date. Let's say I started it on 1st of May. When is it going to end? It is going to end on 31st of May. Scrolling down, you keep getting, you know, expected revenue out of this. Let me say 5 lakhs. Budgeted, let me put it as like 1 lakh. Actual cost 1,25,000. And now I'll say save. This is, I'm taking this record in USD. So save. Good. So now you see a campaign page here, and this campaign, you know, says it's an advertisement, it's in progress. And what is the type of campaign you have? It is boards. I spelled it wrong. Fine. Okay, you can edit it anyways, no problem. So you have a campaign hierarchy, something called attachments. How many opportunities I've generated out of this?
As of
Zero.
now, zero.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nothing as of now. There's nothing available. Fine. Okay. Now what do we go? Where do we go next? Let's go to
Leads.
open in a separate tab. So
So sorry to ask, how come opportunity comes before? Sorry, please correct me. Like I don't know how
it's
accurate
different.
it is.
You can
Or
rearrange them. That's a default sequence what they have, right? So you can rearrange
okay,
them. What is that?
okay,
Just a default flow what they have. They want to keep
okay.
things different from classic and lightning. So they do it all these kind of things. You can arrange whichever way you want them. So now I want to create a new lead. Good. Yeah, any name, anyone can come up with their name. Females this time. Can anyone come up with your name? Sorry?
Neelam, sir.
Neelam. Okay, fine. Last name,
Singh.
same. Okay. Company, your own company.
Any company.
No, you own the company. You tell me what is that company name.
Amazon.
She said
No,
sing,
you
not
own your own
same.
company. Okay, it was Sing, not same. Okay. Sing spelling correct? S-I-N-G-H-N or N-G-H?
SINGS, sir.
Sorry? S-I?
NGH.
Okay, is it right now? Okay, give me some company name of yours which you want to start.
Amazon.
No, Amazon is already started. How can you
Oh,
start?
already. Okay, startup company. Anything
Okay, no,
else, sir? You type whatever.
Sing is Queen. Chalo. Nice company. Title, who are you in that company? Let's mark you. Lead source, came through some web. Industry, we are into some banking. Annual revenue, let's put maximum number of zeros possible. The lead currency, let's put USD. Fax, we don't have fax. Email, I'm again taking a valid email ID of mine. Fine. Website, www.neelam.com. Lead status, not contacted. Rating, number of employees you have in an organization, 4,500. And I'm saving. Let me check. Do I have the checkbox at the bottom? Do you see that assignment rule something which we had earlier? Do you have it now?
No, not here.
No, you won't see it here. Okay. So let's save. The Neelam Singh was created. Looks there is a problem with my system. It's not Salesforce problem. Then all of a sudden internet goes down and up. Okay, so Neelam Singh is the ID. Some phone numbers, you got it, great. Because I've gave my phone number automatically. Sorry, I gave my email. It has chosen some contact numbers. Okay, good, good. You have all this option with you. Close, not converted. Fine, you have all options. Now you see something extra here. Follow, you can follow them on LinkedIn or Facebook. You can do all these things. This is what Lightning is enhanced to. So let me click here. So what does it say now? Clone, check for new data, delete, edit, change owner, and what is the last option I have here?
Convert.
You have convert, isn't it? Earlier it was in buttons, now you find it in a different place. The steps are same, but your navigations are slightly different. So what is the account name now? Sing this Queen. What is the contact? Neelam Singh. Opportunity, Sing this Queen with a hyphen. Any additional data you want to provide, you provide there, and you can say convert. Check your internet connection, try again. Your lead has been converted. Okay, great. So now let me go back to leads. Do I still have the lead here? No, right?
It's 21 hours. It is already converted.
So let me go to accounts. Do I see her company here? Do I see Microsoft here?
Yes, sir.
Data is same, right? The interface is different, but the data is same. Let me go to contacts. Do I have my two contacts here?
Yes.
My data is still there. Let me go to opportunities. So which opportunity I'm working with? Single screen. Lots of opportunities, lots of things showing up here. You know, it says probability 10%. It's the same way it started again with 10%. You know, yeah. So things are still the same. What to do here now? Things look the same, but what to do? Go back to opportunities.
Change the stage.
Yeah, what to do? Select, and what do I do here? You have an edit option. So you can change the name. Now come back here, prospecting. Instead of prospecting, what do I have here now? Change it. Change it to what? Perception analysis. And I say save. Now click single screen. Now you see things gradually move forward. Now what is my probability? It is 70%, right? Okay. Again, come back, keep working, keep working. You have your opportunity stage moving ahead. You can still keep working. So go to perception. From perception analysis, where do we go next? Let's say closed one. Just say save. Fine. Now go back to your, what was that? Your campaign. Which campaign was it? Board.
Boards, view,
Yeah,
boards. Yeah.
it was boards, right? Yeah, there's spelling mistake, but that's okay. So now you find information here, but you know, opportunities is still showing 0 here. Why so? I've entered data, I've done everything. Why is it showing 0 opportunities? We had one opportunity. Fine. So let's go to opportunity again.
Refresh it.
No, you're clicking it, it gets refreshed here.
Okay.
Fine. So it is showing step by step everything. What happened? Why is it not reflecting there? I still have my account. You know, I still have my contact. Everything is there. Why is it not reflecting the campaign here? It shows one new contact, you know, one account, one opportunity. Everything is there. But why is it not reflecting into my campaign? What's wrong? What went wrong? So when you actually get into your leads, fine. When you create a new lead from there, is this lead getting connected with your campaign anywhere? Did this lead anywhere get connected with your campaign? When you look back, when you go back to your classic, fine.
It is
If I go
connected
to,
in class.
yeah. If I go to leads and if I click on this lead here, is this lead asking me for a campaign?
No.
Is this lead asking me for a campaign? This is where I get connected. I have two campaigns. Just say go. Right? So when you choose those campaigns, you get the information here, right? Now, when I'm actually working here, is it connecting anywhere with the campaign? Is it getting connected with that campaign anywhere?
Yes, sir.
No, right? It is not getting connected with that campaign anywhere. Then how will this lead get connected with the campaign, and how will I further process the information? It is not that straightforward here, right? So if you go to your campaigns, then you'll have to connect yourself with some opportunity here. So go to boards. Fine, it says zero opportunity. From here, you'll have to create opportunities. Fine, and then start working here. That is okay. Doesn't matter which way you navigate, which way you come forward or you go back. That is all fine. Absolutely no problem. Then you start giving your, account name. You start giving your opportunity names. You start giving all your information here. Now, what is my primary campaign source? What did I get here? Now it is boards, right? We get it here. So if you create it from here, then it starts reflecting. Otherwise, it doesn't reflect here. That's how it is slightly different when it comes to uh, lightning view. But ultimately, what you understand, it's again the same. The flow is same, but the only thing is you basically start from the other side here. You get into your boards, and from the boards you start doing your navigation. From there you start can't save record. One error. Why one error? You have unsaved discard changes. Connection not working. Some issue with my Mac itself, suddenly the Wi-Fi gets disconnected. That's okay. So this is how you slightly do it a bit different. That is the reason why, to keep things very simple, we started with our classic front itself. So we'll do it in the classic. Once you get a complete understanding, then you can get into lightning and you can change the flow. That is quite okay. But are the steps clear? Are the steps clear? These are our steps. We start with what? We start with campaign. From the campaign, we generate
leads,
convert
accounts,
contact plus opportunity.
yes.
And then you start working with the opportunity. It starts reflecting in the campaign. You don't lose the lead. That lead information reference is actually provided back in your campaign. Your campaign says one lead got converted. That clearly says you had one lead. Without a lead, how will you convert? So that conversion there shows there was a lead which got originated and it got processed and it went forward. Clear this part? So can you all work with this? Can you people work with this? So what you will do in the weekend is you create 2 records. You work whatever you want to do. Create 2 campaigns. You convert it positively, you convert it negatively, you close it positively, you close it negatively. Whatever you want to do, you do. But you will have to work with how many records? You will work with 4 records. That is, you create 4 campaigns. You create 4 campaigns and you work with them. Okay, you can create 4 campaigns and you work with this, your choice, whatever type of campaign. You can have an email campaign, a newspaper campaign, a board, a trade, a public relationship, a telebranding, whatever you want to do, you do. But you do 4 different campaigns, convert them into leads. They might end up positively, they might end up negatively. Not every lead will be successful, isn't it? See, you go to a Hyundai showroom and you go to a Maruti showroom. You are planning to buy a car. Out of these 2, who will win? You are planning to buy only one car. Then who will win out of these 2? Only one person wins, right? And what happens to the other? The other loses it. Absolutely no problem. Fine. So you might win some leads, you might lose some leads. So work accordingly and see what happens in your campaign. This is what I want you people to explore. Initially, you do it in the classic. Later on, once you get familiarity, gradually you can start doing it in lightning. So, but initially you start it in classic mode. Later on, you can do it in lightning also. Am I clear? Any doubts? Please let me know.
How the probability is coming, like based on stage?
Yeah, which stage the person is in. Based on that, you get the probability. Campaign, right? Let's go to opportunities. In your opportunities, like if you choose something, probability 0, none. I give qualification. Now it has changed to 10. Decision makers 60. Proposal 75. Negotiating 90. Closed won 100%. Closed lost 0%. Based on the stage, you have your probability. Clear this part? Will you practice?
Yes.
Yes.
Most
How
one
will I
and
know that
most
you're
two.
practicing? How will I know that you're practicing? How will I know that you're practicing?
We can share
How will you share?
through WhatsApp.
Through WhatsApp. Good. So post me through WhatsApp. You can take a screenshot and post me, right?
Yes.
People say they don't know my WhatsApp number. No problem. Each one is there in some group or the other, right? Each batch has a group. You post it in the group. I have all your contact numbers. I know who has posted what. Fine.
Yes.
So keep posting. I want you to be active. And to do all this, to be very frank, it will not take more than 20 minutes to finish all 4. 20 minutes is max time what I'm giving you. So I hope at least 20 minutes you'll have to sit on the system and practice, right? Makes sense? Down the line, we all want to be developers. We'll have to sit for 8 to 10 hours. Start with 20 minutes first. I want everyone to post. Fine, practice and post. Get errors, post that error, no problem. What is that? Post me. Absolutely no problem. Even if you get errors, I can guide you, no problem. But keep posting. Okay? So will everyone post?
Yes.
Dheeraj
Only
here.
2, 3.
Hello.
Yeah, Dheeraj.
Yeah, can you wait for a while after completion of session? Just I have to talk for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can call on a separate call, isn't it? This is not required. Manas records everything.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so is the current thing done? Everyone clear? You all can practice?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes.
Good, good. So Monday, again, we'll catch up. Monday, 7:30, as it will be started. Or, there's a prior session from 6 to 7:30. Abhishek takes that session. If that gets extended, you will be in line. We'll be waiting outside the meeting. So once he finishes, then we'll be able to log in inside. Okay, so 7:30, let's have our time as. Fine then. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.